I'm completely done with everything. If I died right now, I wouldn't care. I'm leaving school because I don't care. I'm so fucking fat, nothing I do is ever right. I have no one to blame but myself. Getting out of bed is overwhelming. I'm ready to die. I'm not scared anymore. But I really want to be only in the double digits by the summer, which also doesn't seem to want to happen. Fuck, why do I have to be such a failure? I really need to start cutting and purging again so I can lose weight. I hate myself for getting like this again. I hate my life for everything that I'm going through and what I went through. But fuck it, I'm going to die from my health problems anyways. Why not speed up the progress by not eating? I feel myself dying. I know that I am dead, but for some reason I keep being able to move in the morning when I wake up. Where does that come from? Why can't it just let me fall apart and disappear into the cotton of my mattress and disappear forever? I hate myself. Every single fucking thing. Like, I hate my hair. I hate my nails, my teeth, my scarred legs, my knotty knees, my goddamn thighs, and the non-gap I have. I hate how my tummy rolls over itself when I sit down. I hate how much of a pussy I am when it comes to purging up the food I just ate even though I know I should. I hate how I let the little part of me that thinks my body isn't that bad be stronger than the part of me that wants to get skinny. I hate that I'm such a failure. I now believe that normal means weak. Normal people who can eat without feeling guilty are weak and have no resolve, not to mention they're fat whales who wallow in their own laziness. And that's scary. I'm scared. This is pathetic. I don't even care. Fuck everything now. I'm done with recovery. I'm going back to old habits. I've gained. I can't do this anymore. I'm sick of hating myself. I don't deserve to be happy. I don't have any plans. All my plans are shit. Recovery happened and now it's shit. I have to stay alive. No, I just want to overdose. I want to be gone. And once you slip, it's a pretty goddamn hard hole to climb out of, and I know I'm slipping. And it scares me because this could be the last chance I have. I want to be thin, and I think that that is what scares me most. Do you think it's weird that I'm happier when I'm starving? I tried a recovery week and my mood was all over the place. I was honestly happy when I wasn't eating. I know this sounds crazy, I get it, but it's just so true. Empty is strong.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, have I got it? 'Cause mirror, you've always told me who I am, but I'm finding it's not easy to be perfect. So sorry, you won't define me. Sorry, you don't own me. Who are you to tell me that I'm less than what I should be? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, yeah, I don't need to listen to the list of things I should do. I won't try. No, I won't try.
So my name is Emily Schleihuber, and I am an English education major here at CSU, and I'm just turned 21. Well, eating disorders are very broad and varied, but I struggled with both anorexia and bulimia since I was about 14 years old, and I hate to define eating disorders because I think it can mean a lot of different things, but there's anorexia, which is basically you end up not eating anything at all, and then there's bulimia, which is a binge and purge cycle. So usually you eat a lot of calories and then you throw up. And then also there's the binge eating disorder, which is when you eat a lot of calories and then you don't throw up or you don't starve. It's just eating a lot. But I think a lot of times society like mistakes eating disorders and thinks that like everybody that has one is super skinny, but that's actually not true. There's a lot of people that struggle with bulimia especially are slightly overweight, and so I think a lot of times teachers or friends or family don't realize someone has an eating disorder because they don't think they're too skinny. Well, I think that my whole life I was kind of like leading there. It's just a few things in my life triggered my eating disorder. My boyfriend at the time, of course I was only 14, had broken up with me. My grandma passed away. I got cut from the volleyball team. A girl on my softball team was pregnant and I wasn't going to get to see her anymore, and I was just really stressed out, and my eating disorder is like how I learned to deal with all the stressful things in my life. So it was a coping mechanism for me. It's just like alcohol or drugs or anything like that. It's just like a sort of release for you. And especially with bulimia, you know, I used to think like I could never have an eating disorder because I could never make myself throw up, or I love food so much that I could never starve myself. But I've kind of got like this sort of high because it releases endorphins in your brain to starve so much, and it releases endorphins in your brain when you throw up like that. And I think it's really hard for people to understand that like it's not like throwing up when you're sick. It's like a completely different feeling. It's just like a release, and I felt better every time after I did. It was like a temporary high. I think it's really interesting for me because after I started getting help for my eating disorder, I had realized that like when I was 8 or 9, I had thrown up a few times, but not like consistently, so it didn't really fall under eating disorder behavior. It was just kind of like a precursor. But I always used it. It was like soothing to me. I had been dieting since I was in about 3rd grade, which is oftentimes just leads into eating disorder behavior. But even after I started getting help, I wasn't better. I mean, I'm 21 and I still have problems sometimes, but I'd say I was about 18 when I started finally like eating more regularly.
Mirror, I am seeing a new reflection. I'm looking into the eyes of who you made me, and to him I have beauty beyond compare. I know he defines me. Yeah. Who are you to tell me that I'm less than what I should be? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, I don't need to listen to the list of things I should do. I won't try. No, I won't try.
I am spinning the silk threads of my story, weaving the fabric of my world. The tiny elf dancer became a wooden doll whose strings were jerked by people not paying attention. I spun out of control. Eating was hard, breathing was hard, living was hardest. Cassie, she got too tired and went to sleep. Somehow, I dragged myself out of the dark and asked for help. I spin and weave and knit my words and visions until a life starts to take shape. There's no magic cure, no making it all go away forever. There are only small steps upward, an easier day, an unexpected laugh, a mirror that doesn't matter anymore. I am thawing.